It seems like the perfect crime. Steal a child's social security number, attach a new identity to it, and take in thousands of dollars in credit. And the child usually doesn't find out until it's too late when they turn 18. That's called a synthetic identity, and it accounts for 85% of the more than 16 million ID thefts in the U.S. each year.
What the criminals are doing is they are actually taking your social security number, a different name, a different address, and creating a new account.
That means someone going by the name of, say, John Doe could open a line of credit using one person's social security number, another's address, and would maybe fabricate a birth date, all without being detected.
If I try to take your identity and use your exact information, it's a lot easier for you to find out that, hey, I've got a new credit card or I've got a new loan out.
But when a fraudster crafts an identity out of thin air,
there is no real person out there who's going to eventually catch the fraud and say, hey, this is my identity, stop using it.
Criminals looking to create synthetic identities zero in on kids usually between ages 6 and 11.
It probably is much more lucrative and attractive to criminals to use a child's social security number simply because they have a blank slate for credit.
And children's social security numbers are out there, just like adults.
You know, schools, sports leagues, there's all these forms, doctors' offices, there's all these places where these organizations ask for your kid's social security number, and they really don't have a need for it.
We had a case where a woman who worked for a medical clinic was selling the profiles of the children who came in.
The thieves hawk the numbers on the online black market,
peddling them for $25 a social security number or $150 for a social security number with an active credit card that you can use.
And because these young victims don't typically run a credit report until they're applying for college loans or their first bank cards,
all of a sudden you discover that someone's been using that social security number or their name or something like that for years.
More alarming still, when children are victims, the thief is often a family member or guardian, particularly in foster homes.
Whether my credit's now bad and therefore I can't get a loan or I can't get a job, they use the social security number of a minor they can find to essentially create a synthetic identity because it's there and they have access to it.
The real hurt is felt by the financial institutions, who after hundreds of millions in damages have put some filters and safeguards in place.
But at the end of the day, if they did everything possible, it would be very hard for you as a consumer to get credit.
It's definitely a war. There is sophistication on both sides. It's the big fight.
A fight that too often targets the people least able to defend themselves. Lindsay Borma, CBS News, Washington, D.C.